Hello, my name is Shetland and welcome back for another episode of Anbennar in EU4 and Zurkanrek. And in previous episodes we managed to get a few more provinces added into our glorious nation, and there's also potentially, well, there might be a bit of a unification happening soon. At least most of the Federation will probably unify. I'm not entirely sure if we can sort of avoid that or not. I mean, one way or another, we do plan on becoming... Oh, it just added in a lot of new missions. I think it did. Yeah, the United Federation used to be the last one, but now it's opened up a whole new branch. Interesting. So we've got quite a bit of work to do to get there. At least we've got the Statesman now, so we can get some of the things done without too much points that need to be paid. But we've got a lot of the modifiers. I mean, we need to wait about a year or two before we can get a lot more of the reforms done, and that way we can at least get a little bit closer. In the meanwhile, we're just sort of working or waiting to get the... How much? Oh, it's 95 ducats to build that. Okay, so it's going to be another 2 months or so. But then we can get the temple in here, which actually now we can do it. It's not a massive increase in taxes, but it's a little bit. It's about, well, 0.4 ducats per... I suppose it is per month, isn't it? But regardless, it's going to be a little bit boost, but it's also going to get the mission done. And now we are a little bit behind on tech. Admittedly, we can't embrace the printing press quite yet, but we are going to get it present in our capital soon. And hopefully we'll have another colony done soon-ish as well, which is going to reduce the upkeep a decent bit. I suppose we'll... Oh no, we lost another general. It was actually the leader of the Southern Army here. Right then, let's hire a new one. Not the ruler, but the general. 3330. Okay, I mean, it's not bad for a combat leader. Not really a good for siege leader necessarily, but it's, you know, it is what it is. And they're still winning the Federation elections. We might have to do a war to destroy this nation, just so that someone else can take the leadership. Decrease of troll tolerance. Right then. It's a little bit unfortunate, but understandable. Oh, right, we'll have the vassal annex here soon, so that's going to give us another 5,000 men for an army. It's not actually a lot of troops overall. Sure, going to manage at least. Oh, we don't have the money to build more ships, right? Oh, right, yeah, we don't have a lot of income in general, to be fair. But I'm sure that that will get better over time. And, oh, make our demands. Yellow prestige for 5 years. And the judiciary system has already been done, so we don't have to worry about that one. And then this... Oh, okay. It's either 1,400 crowns or 150 admin power with a Master of Mint. We don't have one of those available, though. Alright then. Well, at least we got a little bit close, or further along the mission tree here. But apparently unification is not going to happen quite yet. Send a delegation. I'm going to say no, not this time. Just to save up a little bit on the... power cost of pretty much everything else. So the weapons manufacturer is still going to take about a year and 9 months or something like that. Well, to that degree at least, so it's going to take a while. Let's say naval ideas, we could actually complete that one. Since we don't have the institution yet. This will actually probably be a better idea right now. So we'll be dropping a little bit behind in tech here for a while. But once we get the printing press again, we'll be able to catch up. I mean, okay, now it's 950 ducats to impress. Make that 830. Oh, and we got the mission done, so that's another base tax over there. We've got 3 provinces with the institution already present. Oh, and there we go, integration is a slow progress. Diplomatic reputation goes down a lot. And we've got a new army in here, which doesn't have a leader or anything. Oh, speak of leaders, a new election. I suppose... I'm going to take the military candidate. Actually, no, I'm going to go with the diplomatic candidate still. Apparently we're going to get a little bit of admin points as well. But I want to get the points in here, so we can maybe complete... Oh, improve relations is... Okay, so this is a lot better ruler than the previous one. I suppose this one is... Oh, is mothballed. I'm going to activate the fort there, just in case. I suppose we could have this one... Oh, is there... Right, there might be some peasant revolts around. It's not going to be too bad. We'll build up this army eventually. You can probably do a little bit of the rebel suppression later on. Relationship Rude. Marakiv's opinion of Zurkanrek changed by 30. Okay. And there's a revolt. Luckily, we got the army right next door. So that will be over very shortly. And I suppose at this stage we can start drilling this army again. Because there's not going to be anything else revolting over here for a while. Of course, we do need to pay a little bit for the upkeep, all the reinforcements and all that, but that will be over soon, and looks like this colony will be over soon as well. Probably about 3 months at most. Oh, never mind. Got a little bit lucky there. So now we can make that into a core, and now we can send it in the colonists over here, and we'll be making a little bit more money. It's not a massive increase, but it is an increase. And we need a new general. I mean, we are getting a decent bit of extra professionalism by hiring these new generals, so it's not too bad. 1210. Not exactly great. I suppose one thing that I could do is just do a bit of rebel suppression in these areas now. So these rebellions might not even fire. And we discovered an enemy agent. From the Centaurs, that is. Trade steering plus 25%, that would be actually pretty decent, so I'm going to go with that one. I'm just going to complete the trade ideas now, and that's also going to start unlocking some policies. At least we can take the trade efficiency. Ooh, ship trade power plus 40%, that would be quite nice. I do admit, but the trade efficiency plus 20% is probably going to give us a lot more money. Considering that we don't have that many trade... Oh, right. Well, I say that we don't have that many trade ships, but okay, we've got 4 in here that we just inherited. Which, to be fair, aren't necessarily the best of quality. They're also trading in this area, which isn't necessarily very helpful for us. Hold on, so where's the first fleet then? Oh, it's on this other side, okay. How about we send you down that way, and we send this over here as well. We could maybe upgrade the ships or something. Not necessarily immediately, but is that one... So that is a different Z-zone in here, is the Blue Sea. I don't know if we really need to do too much in there. We've got some trade power in there, but we've got nowhere to send it right now. Actually, if we were to make this into our central trade at some point, we could be able to bring in most of the trade in here, wherever we are. And that would give us a lot of money. There's also level 2 centers of trade in here, so that could be quite useful. Nobles demand a recompension. Oh, that is a lot of money. Honestly, at this stage, I'm just going to ignore them. And what I can do is I can probably improve the stability. It is a bit expensive though, 200 points total. Alright then, let's just wait for some events, I'm sure that eventually it will go up. In the meanwhile, we can probably get another claim over here into the Central lands. How long do we have truce with them? Oh, until next year. Now that the year changed. Oh, and we're getting some ivory over here. Oh. Now that's going to be quite handy. Let's have a look. Who are you allied to? We've got an ally over there and another ally over there. It's not too big. If I was to ask for the war rights, I could probably conquer a lot of that. We've got the ships in here now, so we'll just combine these. Plus I could send these to protect trade in the other one that we're currently collecting in. Just to make sure that we can actually make some more money there. I suppose that might be one of the reasons, because we switched the... Like, how bad of a penalty are we getting in here for the... Oh, well, it's the -10 for the absent merchant, and I suppose it's part of the trade power? Actually, I'm not entirely sure if it's really having an impact there. Oh, but we do have an area over here that we could make into a state now. Let's do that, shall we? And since they were inherited, we don't need to actually make them full-blown cores either. They are already that. But that should increase our income to some degree. And that way we can do at least a little bit more. Is this one... Second delegation? No, we don't need to do that. Right, so we can do a little bit of rebel suppression in this region. That would at least remove some of the unrest. Whether it's going to be quite enough or not remains to be seen, but I have a feeling that these rebellions will not fire. At least not those two. There might be some other ones that will. We'll just keep a bit of an eye on them. How's the professionalism now? It's 25.11. So that's doing pretty well already. What's the next... Right, so it may refill garrisons. That can be useful, although I use it fairly rarely. Circulation of hostile publications. When printing was a novelty, it first attracted those who would create codices as great works of art, or philanthropists who wanted to spread the knowledge of the classics in a more accessible format. Soon, however, others joined their ranks, less scrupulous men who would make a living slandering others. Ever since printing press started to mature as a business, presses all over Canner have been available for demagogues to spin their webs of lies. Piles of pamphlets lie ready to be distributed to anyone who will leave them as we speak. In Zurkanrek, in particular, this otherwise so promising technology has been put to use as a means to spread vicious slander about our Koidark and undermine the state. This cannot be tolerated. It's a free world. I'm guessing Koidark is the... yeah, it's the title of the ruler. Ooh, in it... right, that does cost us a fair bit of admin points and some military points. And manpower, but we get a bit of modifiers through here. A bit of trade power, and then Federation observation. Oh, right, it's the Piracy Act and all that we need to go through. Now, what's the census? Oh, right, yeah, for that we need the Master of Mint, which we do not have available right now, I'm afraid. Oh, there's a Court Major. Okay. Inquisition Theologian. I suppose we'll hold on to the production efficiency. That is going to make us probably the most money right now. Now, admittedly, we do have 2 level 3 advisors, and that's probably costing us. It's costing us like an extra 7 ducats per month at least. Actually, probably close to 10. Yeah, pretty close to 10. Right, journey begins. We'll pay off the pirates again. At least we'll get some money, but it's not going to cause too many issues unless, you know, they run into a storm or something, which they can. Ah, there we go. The truce with the Centaurs have ended. So if I wanted to do another war against them, I could. How much of is their army now? 81,000. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they do have 81,000. But what's the Miltech? Level 9. I mean, to be fair, we only got level 12 right now, so the difference isn't that massive. But as soon as we can embrace the institution, which, to be fair, we got it present in 4 provinces now, but the price has still started going up. And all that, so it's not necessarily that great situation yet. And also we call theatre. We're going to get innovation at the cost of prestige and unrest. Or we can reduce the innovation. I mean, reducing innovation tends to be a bit of a bad one. We've got 29, almost 30 innovation right now, so it's not too bad. I suppose we could probably get a little bit more innovation at the risk of some extra unrest, but like the unrest isn't that bad overall in our nation, so I'm not too worried about that. A little bit prestige being lost is also kind of bad news to some degree, but we can probably live with that as well. But I think what we should probably do, if we want to make sure to become the ruler of the Federation, we'll need to kill the current ruler of the Federation, and whoever takes over after them, and so forth, so that once there's only me left, I can perhaps become the ruler myself. We could request a war rights, but I suppose right now another thing that we do need to worry about is getting the institutions to spread sufficiently in here so that we can embrace it. Like, admittedly, a lot of this, like, it's still growing in price. So it's probably because the autonomy is dropping overall, so it makes it a bit more expensive. Oh, we're going to have a bit of rebellion to the south here, I reckon. At some point. Unless it's down here. Oh, I suppose it could be over here as well. There's 9,000 men. Let's get the trait ideas completed. So, Admiral cost minus 10%, Naval Leader Fire plus 1. Caravan Power plus 25, and now we can get the things in here. So, how many? We can have 1 free policy. I suppose we're going to take the trait efficiency. That's going to give us a lot more money. It's already 10 ducats, and I think next month it might be even more. Have a look at what it's going to be showing us once the month ticks over. Okay, 12.6 ducats. So that is a decent bit of increase in income. And we can hopefully get a little bit further on the mission tree as well. And we've got the central bank already. We can't go through this military reform branch anyway, so we don't have to worry about that one. There's a sea laws, there's the financial census, which is going to cost us a lot, or we just need to get the Master of Mint, which honestly would be a better option. But we don't have any of those available right now, so we'll just need to wait with that particular reform. Well, I suppose once we dealt with the revolution, we could probably start either building another... Oh, did we get the... Oh, we did get... Oh, right, they got elected again. Another manufacturer is something that I'm thinking about doing, though. Like, if we have a look at the money... Oh, right, yeah, that could be... Oh, we don't have the trade tech high enough for that. Okay, there's the another military thing with the copper, so we could get a decent bit of extra cash from there. A peasant has been granted audience to the Koidark and begs us to assist the villagers of his region against the local trolls. Weary-eyed, the farmer describes the scenario utter chaos. Toppled enclosures, stumped crops, shattered fruit trees, and ramshackle gardens, all due to the movement and occasional feeding of a significant group of native trolls, who have the inhabitants in the area on the verge of grabbing torches and pitchforks. Although the peasants clearly imply the need for a forceful approach, some academics and cults lead us to consider a more diplomatic solution. Since these trolls are not wild, they could be explain the error of their ways to reach a solution satisfactory to both parties, if only we were patient with the specimens. Very patient. We could hire professionalism, or professional. Adventurers gain some loyalty. We could have the academics handle this. Increase of tolerance, increase of trolls would increase. It would get a bit of devastation. And lose a bit of admin. Or we get a lot more devastation and a lot of unrest. Or we're going to hire some people to... You know what, we're going to see if we can make use of the trolls. Fleet returns, so we did have to pay a little bit money again. We're still getting some more extra, so now I think we can... No, actually we can't yet. Next month we're going to start building another one of these. So that's another manufactory underway. Oh, and the Federation leader was just at war. Growth of economy. Ooh. Alright, 15 trade power is not too bad. It's in this trade region as well. So we transfer even more from here. I mean, to be fair, this area is not particularly wealthy. Oh, bandits. Roaming robbers. All the way in here. Okay, I mean, we don't have the adventures with the... Hold on a minute, is that just a sellsword again? Yeah, it would be the sellsword. That would increase the corruption a little bit, but I suppose we'll have to go with that one to get more things done. And I suppose if we were to get another... Oh, the natural scientist has died. Do we have a master of mint in here? No, we do not. I suppose another thing that we could do is get the Inquisitor so we can get the conversions done a little bit faster. It's on level 1, but I suppose that's going to save us a lot of money in the upkeep of the advisor. Sending a delegation. Nope. Not going to do that. Right, so we got this converting. We got pretty good drill in here for the troops already. So we might stop the drilling here soon-ish. I suppose on the north over here, we may need to start stopping some of the alliances that we have. Or start doing some proxy wars in a way that I can start reducing the alliances that we have, because we are fairly strong. Not necessarily strong enough to take on the Centaurs all on our own, considering the increased size of their armies now. But I suppose that we still have a chance of beating them if we can sort of group our troops and force their fleets to be in port, so we get the freedom of movement in a lot of ways. But I think the first things first, the next war is going to have to be against the leader of the Federation, and for that we may need to... Or, because they got their allies down here, can we get a claim in there? I don't think we can. You've got a province there. What do I... Oh, are you a... Oh, you're a vassal. Alright. Well, I suppose we could get a claim on that one then. Like, if we could get some of the provinces in here, I mean, that would also be a pretty decent one. We get this province in here, the trade center of trade. That would allow us to get some claims in here. Plus, I suppose this is another province that we could try claiming. Or do we have any claims in here? No, we do not. Nor do we have the claim on their capital either. Bit of a shame. Alright then, well, let's just start building up a bit of a spy network in here. If we want to get a war against the leader of the Federation, though, we don't have any sort of war goal against him, I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't. And I don't want to lose 2 stabilities, so I guess it's gonna call... Oh, and we lost the Admiral. Oh well. It happens. Treason? Ah, well, the nobles can be a little bit upset, but we do want to increase our professionalism even further, and I am not going to give you money. I'm trying to save some cash, you know. We don't have a lot of embargo or privateering efficiency at this stage, but it's probably fine. We haven't still discovered too much land. I mean, okay, there's a bit of wasteland over here that we... Oh! Okay. Right, is it just me against them? No, not entirely. Actually got some... Oh, it's probably the leader of the Federation. No, no, it's not the leader of the Federation that's helping us. Interesting. So they want to conquest Zurkanrek. They want to conquer... Oh, it's probably... Hold on a bit. Is that a... Yeah, it shows superiority, so it's one of the special organs that they have. They do have a little bit of infantry on their side. Nothing massive, though, but let's go ahead and get ourselves a new admiral, then, first of all. 3230. Alright, then. That's not too bad. And that will probably be... Oh, right, we can't sail through this one, since we're still fighting... We could blockade this area, at least. Or we can start sort of hunting down their fleet. And we can go ahead and siege down that. It's the... That's not the capital of the enemy, is it? Oh, well, the capital of the... No, the nation is over there. I guess it's a 2-province minor, then. We've got the 5,000 men over here. I suppose we can leave this 5,000 men behind. Or, I suppose we do have the money. We can start building up a bit of an army for this. We'll go for a full 10,000... Well, not full, but we'll go for 10,000 man army there. We've got this bigger army over here that will probably be able to deal with some of the potential revolution still, although... Suppose if we were to increase the stability or autonomy over here, that's going to mean that there's no revolution there. And this one's going to start going down. We're going to have this army, well, I suppose it has been doing some rebel suppression. Would that be sufficient? I suppose we could move it down here first. So now they've got 13,000 men there. We are going to hopefully... Ooh, actually. Well, it's only 1,000 men. I don't think it can beat our troops here. Yeah, there we go. That's attack wipe. So we'll start sieging down the areas here in the south while we figure out what exactly is going to happen. So we've got a lot of allies in here right now. This area. So I don't think... Can we reach there? Actually, we could. I'm just going to send the first army up here to help defend our allies. And then we've got the other army down in the southeast, or south, I suppose, doing some sieging, hopefully fairly quickly. And some more mercenaries are available. Oh, right, since I'm the leader of this war, I get to determine who gets what. But since you broke the alliance, now we can get in on fighting you. Plus, you won't be asking for money anymore. We've got still one ally over here. We've got a lot of other allies that may have been the ones that joined in. Like, we've got pretty good drill on the army over here. I mean, it's a bit of a low in terms of some of the strengths there. Or, ooh, actually, yeah, if we just park our fleet in here, it means that the Centaurs won't be able to send their fleet down this way at all. Plus, you know, they don't really have a fleet anymore. But we can... Oh, right. Wait, no. That's not going to happen because I'm the leader of the... Oh, I've got the ability to break the sieges. Or do the naval barrage for free. But we don't have that in here right now. And it looks like the third army is now amassing. It's not very large. Oh, right. Let's try sending this out again. Hopefully this time it will actually work. Oh, that's being sieged down already. Good. Right, so they didn't have a fort in there. Suppose that would explain a thing or two. We've still got the small... Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, right, yeah, I did send this to protect the trade in... over here. So that will probably give us a bit of more stuff there. And they've got some fleets here. I'm just going to park my fleet over there. So they won't be able to bring in their troops other than through this corridor or around here. They've got 30,000 or 13,000 men in here. It is grassland, so it's not exactly the best terrain for me. Maybe I can just run this further north and have them siege down this one for the time being. Oh, they got 50,000 approaching. Yeah, it's time to run. Oh, and we got some unassigned merchants. Oh, right, we got another merchant. All right, then. So, yeah, they got 64,000 men in the south here. Now, to be fair, hopefully they'll take a lot of attrition. Not that it's necessarily going to be sufficient, but I think we've got a pretty good chance of sieging down the areas over here. Let's just go... Oh, actually, who are we fighting again? So there's this area, but that's been mostly sieged down already. Because this one hasn't been sieged down yet. Let's go and help in there. Oh, they got an army going to de-siege this area. I've got some friendlies walking along here with me. And you are offering to give... No, I don't need a loan. Oh, actually, I suppose one thing that I could do... Well, no, it's probably best for me to just keep my fleet there. There's someone already blockading the port there. And I don't need loans. But yeah, they got a lot of troops down here in the south. Luckily, we got the fort over here at least, so that's going to slow them down a little bit. Although, they do have a lot of cannons. But what we can hopefully do is just get through here and start sieging down a lot of the forts and all that, which will force them to eventually turn around with a lot of the troops. Question is, of course, what are they doing now with this stack here? They go back down south, so they are probably turning back towards the... No, actually, they're just sitting there. How much are they taking attrition? It's not necessarily enough, but they weren't taking some attrition. They are still taking some attrition. So if we have a look at the losses thus far, it's actually not all that much. Both sides have lost a little bit, but like the attrition losses have been negligible at best. You know what? I'm gonna go and help with the siege here. With the extra cannons and all that, we could probably make this go a lot faster. Oh, and we of course take the attrition there. Crucial cities attack serfs. Serfs belong to the turf, so nobility would be happier. Morale of armies would go down, so no, not that one. Autonomy is going to go up in a province as well as the base tax is lost there, but Zurkanrek is going to get another base tax. Nobility would be a bit upset. I think we'll take that one. Because we got the temple already in here, so that means that we get a lot more money from here. Well, a little bit more money over here anyway. And one of our colonies is almost done. We might want to... Oh, is that... Oh, right, yeah, we're close off this area now, so if we start to move it... Oh... Yeah, that's the Centaur trade, so we probably want to go for this one next in colonies. And then colonize the Centaur of trade, and then colonize that entire state, basically. Little by little, get a bit more influence in there. But in the meanwhile, let's continue with the sieges that we have. Got defenders deserting from here. Only 28% chance of them surrendering. So it's not too bad. Are they... Okay, they've got some troops moving in here. They don't have any troops in here. Oh, but they do have an army here. I don't know how they got there. Probably through this one. Or this gap. Oh, election. I'm going to get a military candidate. Just to be on the safe side. I want to get the Miltech sooner rather than later. It is urban province there, so that could cause some issues. We've still got a little bit of unrest in a few places, but it's not too bad. Basically, unlikely to have a revolt or anything. We've got another battle in here. This one we're probably going to win. Consider that they only got cavalry, and cavalry isn't that great. Oh, wow, that's a stack wipe. Well done. Oh, but we've also lost a bit more, so actually the total amount of sort of war score that we get from the battles is quite low. And there's another battle being lost there. I'm just going to move this army south. See what we can do with that. Oh, hello. I can do the... Oh, wait a minute. Right, I don't have the naval barrage. Oh! They're marching over. Because we didn't capture... Okay. Retreat. Damn, that is a fast one. Okay, they're moving around. So lesson learned. Next time, take that one first. And we got a core. Excellent. So, as I said, I wanted to start colonizing down this way. Towards the Centaur of trade. They've got a bit of armies in here. I might be able to beat those armies. They got the 70,000 man army there. They got a rebellion on their capital now. Oh. Interesting. And then we got our army over here. How about we send you... Oh, right. We can't go through there. Alright then. Well, one way or another, we'll start clearing out some of the smaller armies here. That's going to give us a bit of war score. It's not going to be a massive boost, admittedly. Oh, run away. Oh, they're going for the rebellion. Alright. At least they're losing a bit of troops there. So who's happy about this war? On our side, everyone's still happy. On their side, there's at least two that are not quite as happy about it. There's this one. Which, to be fair, it's also in here. And they've got the capital being... Well, they had the capital being sieged down. Now that will be lost as a sieging area. But we'll see how much we can do. So this fleet over here is not doing all that much, admittedly. I don't suppose if we were to move it over here, we still have it within reach, and that would blockade a lot of ports over there, which are not otherwise blockaded. I don't know if it's not going to be any better, to be fair, but it might increase some of the devastation, at least. Admittedly, we could just leave, like, a couple of ships there, and that would probably still be sufficient. Now, if we were to detach a blockade, then detach a blockade over here, and we can still have a fleet over here, sufficient to sort of close them off. Assuming that we can take that one. Where's the army? We've got the 20,000 man army over here, I suppose. We'll try to get in there. Seize it down with... Oh, that's a big army. Right, that's going to stack up a few small armies there then. We pushed out the enemy small armies over here at least. I don't know where exactly they are right now. Oh, right there. So this might be a bit of a problem with all these friends over here losing the battles. And this big army just chasing down everything. Okay, so we've got a little bit back over there. Let's just go ahead and go and cause some mayhem in the background. Can we get this siege done in time? They are getting closer. Oh, actually, I don't think they can get through here, can they? They need to go to the fort, but then they might be... Oh, yeah, they can use the fort to get through. Okay, this is bad. We can't win this fight. And we can't run. We can at least get this siege done. So when are they? They are here tomorrow. Okay, so running is pointless. At least we can deal some damage. They got so much cavalry, though, that it's going to be very, very painful. We don't have full combat in here. And this is going to cost us a lot of war score. Yeah, 5.6 war score, so we probably have already ticking war score. We lost a lot more troops than they did. I mean, that's kind of the... Yeah, the Centaurs are painful. Now they're going for the other small army there. Okay, so what I need to probably do is start gathering up my troops a little bit. With 40,000 men, or technically 50,000 men, I suppose, I might be able to do a little bit more. Let's just start moving the armies. Where are you going? You're going all the way there. Oh, it's going to be pretty close to enemy armies. Okay, we're going to get a small victory there. I'd say allow attach to me, so we can group up. We can't move with that army, unfortunately, yet. At least we can bring in another army down here. They got the... Oh, right, they split their troops now. Can't afford the delegation right now. We can get the... Oh, right, we haven't gotten the institution embraced yet. How many loans would we have to take to actually do that? About 3 loans? We don't have a lot of income right now thanks to the army reinforcements, though. So we'll probably wait with that for a little bit. Okay, now we're going to at least move this one away. I'm just going to retreat a little bit. Sort of group up. Oh, well, I suppose I could maybe give a hand in here. And where's the big army? Is that still here? That is still there. They have lost at least some troops there, but do we... No, there's no ticking war score yet. Good. Although if we just lose one more battle, there will be. But I do realize that we are out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.